Right. Let's see now. A friend in Quarinus. My Lord Inquisitor, considerable as your support has been, I'm saddened to report my motion died on the Senate floor. Although I am hardly surprised, my fellow in the Magisterium don't enjoy the thought of having their freedom limited in any fashion. That was, however, hardly the point of the motion. It was a statement that needed to be made, and your support allowed me to make it far louder and clearer than I ever would have on my own. So I thank you with any luck. With any luck, this will draw support from those who feel as I do. It will also draw fire from Venatori cultists still in the shadows, but I say, let them come. I will not back down in the face of such fools. I'm sending along a few things which I hope will aid your efforts, and we'll see what more I can drum up. Give my love to Dorian. The poor boy is such a hothouse orchid. He must be wilting in the cold. Magister Mevarius Tilani. And we have an apostate staff blade, which is a recipe. Cool. How are you doing, Galaxy Leader? What's going on? Let me just let me see if I can just stop this music. Pink, and then we should only have the music in game. Good, started my second playthrough of God of War on the hardest mode. Are you playing the last God of War, the last installment, the most recent, not the last, most recent? Emprise Durion resources. Okay, we got Bloodstone and Andrastian Throne accessories. Yeah, that's okay. What else did we have here? Nope. This one. Restore the port on the Storm Coast. No, what? Restore the port on the Storm Coast. Hold on. Your worship, the Red Templars' holdings on the Storm Coast were once a working port. If you would turn it to your own use, we may be able to assist. Ivor of the Blades. A note penned below in a different hand. We can hardly expect a bustling trade center, but since we've established a presence in both Fereldan and Orlais, direct access to the Waking Sea could prove useful. Of course, the Blades of Hassarian will refuse to help unless word comes from the Herald of Andraste, says Josephine. Okay, Josephine. I thought we had some more stuff. The new one, right. I haven't played the new one. Even though I have a PlayStation 4, I haven't played the... I'm not really playing on the... I don't know, for some reason, after a while, I kind of lost interest in playing games on the PlayStation, and I prefer... I'm more of a I realized the fact that I'm more of a PC guy. So, but I did see people play it, and I understand it's a very good game. So yeah, I'm kind of missing out on that, but it is what it is. The Tevinter Resistance. I received some news from Maveris. It seems her little resistance has drawn support just as she hoped it would. Thing is, that support comes in the form of idealistic magisters with no real power, while the ones who might see her group as a threat are the true heavy hitters. Reading between the lines, I'd say Maveris is on more hot water than she lets on. She's crafty, but she could use more help right about now, or the resistance might die on the vine. Up to you, but if you ask me, any enemies of the Venatori should be friends of ours, says Dorian. Liliana, allow me to handle this. Eliminate one of her enemies, and the rest will believe she can strike at them from impunity. They will back off. Okay, or send some Templars north, disguised, of course. Real Templars, the sort who can disrupt magic. That should be all the help she needs. Or the Inquisition is now a force to be reckoned with. Even in Tevinter, openly declare our support for the resistance. No, I'm gonna go with Liliana's.
Let's see what we have.
I understand that the hardest mode of the new God of War is almost Dark Souls level difficulty. I have no idea, to be honest. Emprise du Lion resources available. Hissing Waste resources. actually want to get some Hissing Waste resources. Yes, let's do that.
Inquisitor.
Let's do that, and then Emprise du Lion. I also went... Oh yeah, I forgot. I also went into Emprise du Lion, and I started... and I killed a bunch of those... whatever the name is, because I forgot. The animals there on the frozen lake, which, like, they spawn super fast. Excuse me. And I got myself some tier 3 materials for future. So, yeah. Right. I die in 2 or 3 hits at the moment in God of War mode. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. I'm the type of person that can hardly go through a RPG game. I have never actually, I don't think I've ever played an RPG game twice. Because once I go through the story, but I'm very, 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 very super amazingly tempted to try and play The Witcher 3 in the NG Plus mode. Because I'm like, once I go through the story, I'm kind of like, yeah, I went to the story, that's it. It was great or it wasn't, you know, depending on game. So there's no real appeal for me to go through the game again on a different kind of difficulty. But I think The Witcher 3 might be the only exception to that. I've actually wanted to play the NG Plus mode right after I finished The Witcher 3, but then I said, like, no, I need to give it a little bit of rest. You know, let's talk to Varric here because we did his quest, and I want to see what he has to say here.
I can spare some time. What do you need?
Oh, well, do you believe I'm the Herald?
Tell me the truth, Varric. Do you actually think I was sent by Andraste?
Shit, this is going to be awkward. I guess I do. Either you're guided by the hand of some higher power, or you have the worst luck.
Why are those my only options?
Look at all the shit that's happened to you. You were saved from the explosion that leveled a mountaintop and fell out of the Fade. You traveled through time, faced down one of the ancient magisters who started the Blights, had a mountain fall on you, and lived. One of those things would be impossible. All of them together? That's a miracle.
So on the basis of my extraordinarily bad luck, you think I'm Andraste's herald?
If you know the story of Andraste, you know that bad luck is sort of her thing.
Right. Okay, Varric, so he doesn't have anything to say about the fact that we got all the red lyrium for him. But what about Cullen? Let me just go talk to him really quickly as well, even though we talked to him like last time.
Yes?
Is there anything I should know?
Repairs to Skyhold's fortifications are progressing. Our scouts report no immediate threats in the surrounding area. We are fortunate Solus knew of this place.
The new Salvatore novel to read. You know, you mean the one with the adventures of Drizzt?
What do you think of the people you work with?
Who do you mean?
No. Hard to tell when companions have new dialogue. Yeah, I know. I have no more questions.
I should let you get back
Robe
to
name. I was speaking to Netstorm over the weekend, and he told me that there was a board game convention in Bucharest over the weekend, and he went in there, and they played some D&D in there, and he was quite he was happy about it. He liked it. They played with some pre-made classes and everything, so they did a one-shot. Right. So, okay. So, like I said, the plan at the moment is to go to... What is it? Hinterlands. And... where the fuck is it? It's right here, isn't it? Yes. And let's see if we can kill the dragon. Yes, I want to travel to this location. I want to bring... Hold on a second. I want to bring Black Wall, Vivian, and... Hold on. Sarah... Sarah or Varric even. Varric would be interesting, wouldn't he? Or Solus? No, let's bring Solus. Let's try it like this first. Let's try it like this first. And we'll see how it's gonna go. Yeah. I also have a friend, rope name. I have a friend that has been working on a board game, and they're gonna put it up on Kickstarter in the next 2 weeks, I think. And I'm curious to see how well it does. It's called what is it called? Moonshiners. I forgot the name of it. I'll send you a link once it's up on Kickstarter, just to have a look if you're interested in that kind of stuff. Right. Okay. So, potion... Ooh, shit. What the hell? Hello? Potions. Okay. Fire resistance, maybe? Maybe. Grants 40% resistance against fire damage. I mean... Maybe. Well, let's see. Okay. Okay. We're going to do a hard save here. Save. Like that. Wow. I played 60 hours of the game. Well, not necessarily 60 hours, because I had a on Friday evening, I think I forgot the game open. But, hold on. Can I take the... I can take the horse. I will take the horse. Come on, let me just grab the horsey here. Can I go through the thing? Yes, I can. I will grab the horse and I will go directly to the frickin' to El Dragon. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Ignore everything else and just go for the dragon. Is she still here? Shit! Guys, disengage, disengage, disengage. Disengage from the rest if you can, please. Don't do anything. Come on, come on, come on. Just disengage. Just disengage, and what the heck was it? Come on, guys. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. We're ignoring all the enemies. Save Vivian's ability to revive people if more than 2 drop. Aye, aye, sir. That is the plan. Go, 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 go. Attack there, attack. Do it. Okay, okay, so here's how we're going to do this. We're actually... all of us are going to attack the front right leg. Let's try this out. Okay. Can we all fucking... hold on. Okay. Where is Vivian? Where did she die? Shit. Come on. Where is the Okay. I am definitely not doing this the right way. Hold on a second. The front right leg, right? That's what I said. That's what I said that we would do. Come on. Going to have not. Where is she going? For some reason I can't target her at all. I can't target her at all. Any other dragonlings? Can I not see her? Damn it, I can't. I can't see her legs or anything, right? Yeah, from with this camera. Well, this kind of sucks. Whoop, now we can. Shit. Damn it. Okay. Come on, guys. I think we need to go to her. Shit. That's not good. Pink and everybody freaking... Damn, son! He is down. Only her front leg is down. Is she down? Holy shit, she's down just like that? Oh my god.
Is everyone all right?
Okay,
I'm
guys.
fine. But the first blast took a few hairs off my head.
The first blast, fucking everybody is burning. Okay. Nice. Cool. I thought, Jesus Christ, I thought I needed to kill all her legs. Look at that. Look at that. What? That's it. It's dead. I don't know where I was shooting. Okay, what did we get? What did we get? Superior Belt of Focus, a Garnet, a Grand Enchanter's Staff. Okay. Superb Amulet of Constitution, that's good. Sigil of Philandris, Intense Dragon Blood 11. Dragon's Tooth, Dragon Webbing, which is Tier 4 Rare Cloth, thank you very much. Dragon Scales, Tier 4 Rare Leather. Dragon Bone, the same. Damn, son. Take everything. Okay, let's see. Let's look at the comments now. Nice, I made it in time for the dragon fights. Yes, Lady Vocarian, welcome to the stream. Save Vivian's Focus, I read that. Unless you battle a frost dragon, then fire is welcomed, which I didn't even use, because, like, I forgot. Hide behind everything you can. Yeah, well, right. Last phase, grats, nice fight, sad the body disappears so quickly. Exactly, man, exactly. I was waiting for that World of Warcraft screenshot, if you know what I mean. That's what I wanted to get. What is this now? Boom. Dragonling Nest. The Dragonling's nest is marked with patches of blackened stone, bones, and a few very charred picks that were evidently used as makeshift weapons, although not well. Exactly, yeah, with the whole party. Exactly. I wanted to, you know, have that that screenshot, that photo. World first in the world of Fereldan. We did it. We killed the dragon. And everybody now can go and kill the dragonling. Not that. Damn it, Vivian. You died again. Okay. Good thing when they die, their equipment doesn't wear off. Am I right? Because that would be a lot of repairs. Would be interesting to revisit Onyxia, right? Onyxia and Nefarian in Karazhan, was it? I think it was in Karazhan, where they where you were fighting both of them at the end. Vivian is not much of a tank. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, if you dress her properly, she might be. I don't know. I might be mistaken here. So basically, there's 10 dragons in the game. I take it if I have managed to slay 1 out of 10. What else do we have here? I just kind of wanna go and explore a little bit. Enchanter's male leggings schematic. Yeah, boy, let's take everything. Let's grab everything. Speaking of Vivian, why aren't you following Vivian? Boom. There we go. We leveled up, I know that, I've seen that, but give me a second. What is this? A list of supplies. A list of supplies for a great deal of lumber along with rope, pulleys, tar, nails, and waterproofing oils. It appears to be a list of items needed to construct a dock. Ooh. Fade touch.
Solus, darling, if you wish instruction in proper magical attacks, do let me know.
I will. Perhaps you will direct me to a circle mage who does not front-load her barriers.
Oh, that's mage talk over there. I have no idea what the hell they're talking about. Some chests around now the dragon is dead. Yes, 10 all ranging in difficulty. You get an achievement if you slay them all. You don't need to say more, Lady Vicarian. I now want to slay them all. For the achievement. Okay, so we're gonna take a little bit of time and inspect everything around here, because if there are chests to be looted, then I will want to loot them all, if possible. And afterwards we will be going and continuing a little bit the story of the game, let's say, right? Hook blade. Okay. What do we have here? Blackwall and Red Bull also talk shop, but their chats are actually very funny. Okay. I see what you're doing there, Galaxy. You're basically telling me like you should take a Red Bull, Iron Bull with you more, and Blackwall. Come on, do it. Okay, what do we have here? Ooh, chests. Kawabanga. Sturdy enchanter mail, yes. Also, Red Bull gives you wings. Technically, I don't know. It doesn't really work for me, to be honest. I'm a little bit Shadow Hunter's bow. Look at that. Has anyone watched Shadow Hunters, the TV series? Red Bull for me is more of a juice or a drink that I combine with whiskey. Vivian can be a tank if spec'd right. She can auto-gen barrier on hit, and Mind Blast gives 10% barrier with each target she hits. They're just very funny. Yeah, I understand. I understand, Galaxy Leader. Yeah, for some reason I was weary to take another melee class, but because yeah, Vivian, even though she's like a mage, she gets very close, so she's almost like a melee class. But we'll see. We'll take her. We'll take her on we'll take Iron Bull on an adventure with us, because Blackwall has basically become our like de facto tank, because he is very good. I have to give credit where credit is due. Afternoon there, Captain DeLugo. How are you doing? What's going on? Welcome to the stream. I just killed a dragon and you missed it, and I liked it. Damn it, I just thought about that on the spot there, but yeah, and you missed it. So I liked it and you missed it. I killed the dragon and I liked it. Right? That's how it goes, right? What's with the emphasis? I don't know what you're talking about. That's how I talk. Okay? If you have a problem with me talking like that, then I don't know. Blackwall is just reliable in any fight. Yes. Well, his freaking talent tree is just about him being immortal, making him as hard of a tank as possible. Nobody is as tough as Blackwall. Yeah, he can take on anything. Yep, exactly. Champions are OP. He is OP. That's right. Are these guys not following me because I am because I'm invisible? How are you doing? I'm doing good, Captain DeLuca. I'm doing good. Had a bit of a rough weekend, just a little bit. Had some troubles with the girlfriend, unfortunately, on Friday, right as we were streaming. When we were on the break, my girlfriend had an accident. Anyway, and a little bit of an accident, and we basically spent Saturday in the hospital with her to do tests and shit like that. She's fine now, but yeah, and then Sunday we just chilled. Yeah, she's all good now. She I think she had, she thinks she had, and the doctors thinks she had a panic attack because she had a problem that happened all of a sudden for her, and she panicked about it, and she had a panic attack, and she basically fainted in the bathroom while we were on break there. That's why I was a little bit distracted when we came back from the break. But then she was okay, and then in the morning she was feeling very lightheaded again on Saturday, so we decided it's best to just go and see a doctor. So we went into the hospital because that's the way it works in here. You need to go to the hospital. So we did that. She did some tests. A lot of tests actually, and we spent most of the day there, but she's fine now. Yeah. Yeah, we were very close to, I was very close to tell you guys that we're gonna end the stream on Friday, but like she came back from it very fast, and I talked to her, and I told her like if she wants me to call the ambulance or whatever. And she was like, no, it's fine. And she actually came back very quickly afterwards. She was fine, and like nothing happened. And then in the morning again, she was feeling very weak, and I was like, okay, let's just go then and be done with it. I'm not going there because we already killed those things. So they gave her a treatment. And if all goes well, then fine. If we're gonna have another situation, then we're gonna have to go back into the hospital for a more of a thorough analysis. So yeah, hopefully all will be good. But yeah, and then Sunday, because it's super freaking hot in here, we went and spent the day outside. We grabbed ourselves a picnic basket and a blanket, and we went to basically like a forest, I don't know, something like that. And yeah, we spent the day there, played stuff, badminton and stuff like that. So yeah. Lurking, by the way, after a long while, I dove back into composing. Ooh, composing music. Right, nice. Okay, the captain. Thanks for dropping by, man. Okay, so I think we're good. I think we can safely go back to camp. And technically all the because of the perk that I chose at the beginning of the game, technically all the dragons that are like beneath my level or are of a lower level than I am would be ramped up to my level, right? So, ooh, there's a thing there. Hold on a second. Hold on. There's a... How do I get to this skull, man? There we go. I'm thinking that I'm gonna go offline and start looking for these shards, because yeah, it's no point in dragging and doing this quest while streaming, because it's just boring to go there and look for the these shards. But I'm thinking I might go offline and start looking for these shards in every region. Okay, so I think there's no point in me going back to here. I can actually just go back to Skyhold, right? Like so. Skyhold. Travel. Okay.